Well, let us see what the DAX has to say.
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. And if this is your first time here, I'm the big fella Scruff, and sitting next to me is the wild wonder Wink. And why? Because she is wild, and I often wonder what on earth she's up to. What are you up to today?
I'm working.
Hey, bloody hell, there's a miracle. What are you doing?
I'm doing some posts.
You're doing some posts, yeah. She looks after all the social media, and believe it or not, she has her own little shop selling sort of Forex mugs and t-shirts, etc. And it'd be great if you can support. There's a little merch shelf, cheap as chips, worldwide delivery, all that sort of stuff. There you go. Give.
What do you want?
Well, that was the sponsorship post. I did it for, this came in association with Wink. Right, do I get paid now?
Yeah, you can have your coffee.
Was that it?
I'm not even going there because I know you'll come up with something.
Like what? You mean dirty? Dirty.
Probably knowing you.
Is that why you're called Wild Wink? Is that because you're wild and dirty?
You get on with your trade.
That'll be no then. You know, you think that this is a trading channel. You're right, it is. The difference is it's real life. What you see is what you get. We are actual, well, I'm a trader. Joanna's a fledgling trader that sort of give up at the first hurdle. Why? Because she doesn't like losing money.
I find it quite stressful, actually.
Well, it is. And I find you emptying my bank account quite stressful.
I'm working, not shopping.
Well, there's a shock.
Well, there you go then.
What's the chances of you shopping sometime today?
Oh, it'll be a cert. I need a mirror.
Oh, fuck's sake. Right. I better earn some money then, better I? Yeah, well. But the point is, trading's not as hard as you think. Not really. Now, I'm going to touch on the money aspect a bit later because I do like to give bits of advice at the end of these videos. Now, the videos are predominantly me trading. And then on Saturday, I do what I call Coffee with Scruff, where I'll interview other traders, tell you my thoughts based on the emails that you send me. So if you drop a comment below, I will answer it and I'll answer your email. And if it's an important subject, I'll bring it up in Coffee with Scruff, give you a little shout out. So do that because I enjoy it. I enjoy that part of the content. But today, what I'm doing is the DAX, and I'm looking to earn my salary. Now, at the minute, don't have anything running. There's no tickets, and that's what you saw me do in yesterday's video. Now, when it comes to making these videos, I try and do it every day. So if you want to see trading in the real world, do click the subscribe button. If you find value, do hit the like. If you don't like it, hit the dislike. It doesn't really matter. But it kind of tells me what's going on. But if you are going to hit the dislike, have the balls to drop in the comment why you don't like it. There's something for you. Anyway, why do I say that? Because it's curiosity for me. I'm trying to figure out whether I'm doing this right, wrong, or indifferent. And what I mean by that is YouTube. You know, I do this for enjoyment, but what you see on the charts is my job. There is a difference. So let's have a little look and see what we're doing, because when it comes to this, I won't tell you it's brilliant, because it's not. I'll tell you it's an excellent job and it's the best job you'll ever have in the world, and it'll pay you a wage. But if you're looking for Lambo money and you think that, jog on, because it's not going to happen. You know, it's a pipe dream. I want to win the lottery, but I know it's a pipe dream. But this can give me what I want if I put the work in, and work is the word. So how am I going to work this chart? Right, I've already told the guys what I'm doing. That is there. So I've made a video, told them exactly what I'm about to do, how I got my direction, and where I expect this chart to run to. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is our Discord. All chat away amongst it, have a little bit of fun and merriment, and if they want to have the bragging rights, etc., they'll put in that in here. And if they just want to look at how many pips they make, they work it in here. Then they discuss the various charts, etc. So it's a good community. But I put in what I'm doing prior to be accountable. Now I'm about to go to market now. It's based on a candle count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's this blue line. Now I like price to come to me. But what I'm also going to do is I'm going to break these orders up because it's quite high at the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start it off with 3 orders, roughly. Give us a second while I set this up. And I'll drop these in. Because why do I do that? Well, it's very simple. I like the price to come to me. Oops. Reset it. There we go. Like the price to come to me. So I'm going to start it in and around this blue box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 orders in with staggered targets. All in the same place. And then I'm going to stage backwards if I need to. Right. Okay. So, what's this showing us at this moment in time? Well, I have an entry here. I've already predetermined that. That's based on a fib. And it's also based on a candle count. Now, a candle count is there just to give a logical point of entry. And also, so you don't really just dive in. Now, I'll move the price with me down to this red line. Okay, so I'll follow the price. Breaks through the red line. I'll take the orders out. I'll repeat the process here. And then again down here if I need to. Once I'm triggered in, I know roughly where I'm getting out, I'll be able to stage to that point and then have a relatively good target up here based in and around this blue line. So why is that? Well, let me show you. Now I give the guys this, goes in every morning and I update it every hour till I'm paid. And it'll tell them what I'm trading, direction I'm trading, and the chart that I'm looking at. So I'm looking to buy this. It's a fair trade. It also tells me to wait. It's one of the reasons I don't just jump straight into market, because it's not quite ready and I want the price to come to me. Okay. Now it's also telling me to look at the 1 hour chart. Right. Okay. So pull that to one side. So it's moving away. So I was right to not enter the market. Now, if I come out to the hourly, we can start seeing the makeup of this trade, or what it was going to do. So we've got a high push here. Now, there's a key turning point there. Why did it turn? Well, it's a very simple way to find out. Get a Fibonacci extension, take it to the top of the move, which is here, then to there. And the key turning point is 127 to the pip. Boom, down it goes. Right, okay. So if that's the case, I now need to know what the reactional point of this is. All right, why this? Because it's a strong directional move and now it's pulling up. It's being back down to test and then it's shot straight back up. Okay. Put a fib on here. Pull that down. Run it across, bounced, shot up. Where did it go? 50% of the move is now rejecting, coming back to the 38, which is one of the key markers that I've just said I'd mark in, and then the next mark is down here on the 23. Very, very simple. Now, where's this looking to go to? Well, if it's looking to break to the upper side, its first calling point is here. So I've now got this level here running across the red zone, this one here, and if it wants to, it can run all the way up to there. So this is all mapped out. I can see exactly where it is. I've got key levels in place. And all I'm doing is I'm going to follow the price down. Now, that stays. I'm going to see what happens with this candle here. Now it might run all the way back up, may push down. If it pushes down, I'll pull the orders above it. See what's going on. But again, it's coming up. Let your candles close. Let them understand what's going on. And then you can just follow suit. Simple. So let me play this out and then I'll come back to you and I'll talk a little bit about money. Because I know we're all in this for money. But trust me, you focus on the money, you've already lost. And I'll explain that. Let's do the trade. Okay guys, I'm watching this and it looks like there's a turn on the horizon coming. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the money. It's all right. It's not bad. We are trailing. We've got good money here. But if I can see the turn, why not hang on to it? Let's have a little look here. So we'll just pull that up to there for now. That's 57. All right. Now there might be a short burst, but let me kind of explain that. I don't trade a 1 minute chart, but you can use a 1 minute chart to see DNA. And I can see the DNA of a trade coming in now. So that's it. I'm going to pull it. Bang. Because that'll come down, strike that, and that'll be it. Now you can do DNA trading on any time frame. So say you're a 15-minute trader. Here, 15 minutes. And we're looking at this candle and you're thinking, okay, how strong is that candle at this moment in time? Well, it's now 10:57, so it's coming to the end of its time. How well has it done? You take it down one time frame and you can go strong, strong, not so strong. And you can see it with the tail at the top. So you now know that 15 minute we had a strong push and it's getting weak. So in the next 15 minutes, that could well dip. And then, well, there you go, as we're talking. So reading candles is quite important. So what's that done for us? Well, we've got nothing left. There's no tickets. And there we go. There's today's trade because we caught up to yesterday. 279.60. Relatively small positions. And I'm quite happy with that. And if I pull this down, I was right to start pulling this out. Okay. Now this might rattle away forward. It might even go another 10, 20 pips. Who knows? But the question is, why would you hang on if you know it's going to take it off you? It's daft. If I'm looking at a longer term trade where it's like sort of swing, of course I would. I'd let it do the oscillations to get up to target. But I'm day trading. I want to get in, I want to get out. It's that simple. Now, that leads into money. Now, we had a chat earlier on this morning, and it was a good chat. And a little salute to Duke, because he was very open about what he did. And to be honest, that's a great thing. Because if you're looking at trades all the time and you're focusing heavily on the money, and one of the reasons we had the conversation is I can't remember roughly, it's about 6 weeks left of his prop challenge. It added extra pressure for him, and that was unfair because it's pressure from an outside source, and that outside source is time, you know. And just while we're speaking, because it has caught my eye, I was bang on to take that out because it would have come down and hit the stop. So again, when we discuss money, it's all nice to get caught in the hype. And it's nice to sort of watch some of the big players in YouTube going, look how much money I've got. Look how much money I make. I'm doing outstanding. They are. But how big is their account? Which, in fairness, it doesn't really matter. You know, because people ask me how big my account is. I kind of just ignore them because what does it mean? It means nothing. You know, it's private to me. It's like me saying, well, how big's your bank account? You know, can I see your account numbers? You know, show me your credit card statement. I want to see how much you spent this month. It's private to you. Trading is about process, not money. If you just dazzled by money, then the job is probably not for you. And you know, I say that a lot because one of the darker sides of this industry is it breeds addiction, and addiction can be dangerous. You know, you should never ever be compelled to come to the screen. You should want to come to the screen because you enjoy it. And if you do it that way, when you're paid, a little bit like today, I've done more than I need for today, I'm finished for the day. You know, no doubt the guys will goad me into doing something, but I'm done. I can now spend time with Winky. Isn't that wonderful? Oh. Do you want to spend time with me? Do you want to go and do things with me?
Well, we're going to go for a walk, are we?
Not to spoil it. It's getting towards larks and ain't good. Anyway, what I'm driving at is if you put money in the equation, you're always going to fail because you'll chase the money. And the money is the one part of the equation that should never be in it. If you follow the process, the money looks after itself. Your account size will dictate your position size. You know, you've got £1,000, pound a point. Why? Because that's a good rule of thumb. For every liquid asset you have, and that includes drawdown on a prop fund, you work to £1 or $1 for every 1,000. That way it controls what you're doing. You know what your upper limit is. Then you look at where's your stop. Right, my stop has to be here. And you should know the stop before you enter the trade because you'll be able to see it in the chart. What's the distance? Well, if you know what the distance is and you know what your maximum position size is, then you know how much that trade is going to cost. How much is that cost against your account? If it's too much to bear, the position size is too big, half it. So ask yourself a question again. Am I happy to pay it? Conditions are the same, stops in the same place, the entries in the same place. The only variable is the position size. Ask it again. Am I happy? Yes. Right. Then you can go into the trade. And at that point, you're at peace because you've agreed to the trade. And you've agreed to it at its worst case scenario. You lose. That's where the stop ends. because its sole job is to protect the account. That's it. Has nothing to do with the trade. Not a blind thing. Because when you go down the 2-to-1 risk reward as it's sold, etc., you'll force trades. Every trade must be individual. You look at it with clean eyes, clean chart. Is this good? Yes. Right. We're going to trade it. What is the cost of the trade? It's X based on what I've just said. Right. That's that bit out of the way. That's the first part of the equation. What is the trade now willing to pay us? Might be 1-to-1, might be 1.5-to-1, or whatever. But as long as you understand where the stop is and where your target is and it's realistic, you'll survive. And you do that time and time again. The account builds up. When the account builds up, your position size naturally increases. And when your position size increases, your money increases. Simple. Planning. That's the moral of the story. So hope that helps. If it has, hit the subscribe button, smash the like. Do drop down in the comments. I'm always interested in your thoughts. And tell me your thoughts. Even email me. You get all my details in the description below. I'll set up a free Telegram for you guys so you can go in. No sellers or dickheads allowed. So if you are a signal seller, don't bother coming in. And if you're a moron that likes to pick fault with everybody, I'll sharp kick you out and all. It's a... What are you laughing at?
Well, like it is.
Well, it is. I've got no time for arseholes. I really haven't. If you're an arsehole, don't bother coming in. Because I'm a bigger arsehole than you'll ever be. And you'll see how big I am by throwing you straight out. Is that clear enough for you? You happy with that one?
Well, you can't get any clearer, can you?
Yeah. So again, if you're an arsehole, don't bother coming in. But if you like trading and you want safe, clean chat, it's a nice place that I've set up for you. You can laugh, you can talk, do what you like, and there's no morons there. The only moron in there is me. And you can say what you like to me, I don't care. I'm quite thick-skinned, literally, as I'm constantly told. But what? You love me being cuddly, don't you? You love me being cuddly, being the big bear, don't you?
I do.
Well, you like something big on me anyway. So that's my mouth. Sorry, boys and girls. We having a good day today. We always have a good day in this house. And that's it. And if you want to see exactly how I trade, do drop into the Scruffy Squad. You'll find details of that. It's a YouTube membership. I don't own the membership, but I do supply all the content for it. And that's it. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, and above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.